Hello everyone, thank you for watching. It's Tisha, and today I'm gonna bring you my top 10 favorite blushes in my collection. So right around this time of the year, I don't necessarily do like declutters, but I like to go through what I have and just, cause sales are starting to come up and you start to wanna buy stuff, and I just like to look and see what I already have. So I'm doing a few of these videos. I think I should have a mascara one, a ColourPop palette one, this one, just because I will do quite a bit of hauls on this channel, but I also want to talk about what I have and what I like. So I hope that sounds good to you, and let's just jump right in because I'd like to make this kind of a shorter video. So I decided to rank them, 10 being, something I really like, but 1 being the one that I like the most, one that I would recommend the most. So starting off at number 10, and the products, there's actually 2 that are the most recent purchases for me, and so I don't have a lot of practice with these. So I think they both look awesome, but they're the newest, so they haven't quite become a favorite. But I think that both of these formulas, if you're interested, are really great. So I'm talking about the Milani, the Cheek Kiss blushes, and then also the e.l.f. Putty blushes. Now I just wanted to try cream products this year. That's a goal I set for myself. And so these are both drugstore, and this is a nude kiss. And then this is, I think, the shade Caribbean from e.l.f. And I actually have a little bit of space on my arm, so I'm gonna attempt to swatch. I don't know how that's gonna go, but both of these are, the colors in the cream look a little intimidating, but they buff out very beautifully on the skin. So I really, really, really like both of them. So the first one would be the e.l.f. and then this is the Nude Kiss. So I put them on before any other powders, and they sit really nicely on the skin. So that is number 10. Number 9, this has been in my collection for quite a while, but I know you can still get it in some form or fashion. They have palettes, and they've come out with new versions of most of their products, and it is the Lorac Aura Blush. And this was just that really pretty rosy toned color. I still wear it. It still feels fine to me. So I'm not getting rid of it anytime soon, but it's gonna be this one here. And it just buffs out very pretty, and it doesn't go clown on me. So I really like this one. The formula of Lorac's, all of their products is very soft and very blendable. You get to build it up a little bit, but I like that because it's not starting out super intense. So I have a couple of minutes to play with that one before and build it up with a couple layers before I look crazy. So that's number 9. Number 8, again, is an affordable brand, and it's gonna be the e.l.f. Primer Infused blushes. And this one I grabbed out is Always Rosy. And you'll see a theme to the colors of blush that I like. They're typically all gonna be pretty similar. So here is Always Rosy. Let's see if that's pretty good. And again, it's a nice buildable formula. I'm not quite sure the primer infused part, but I used to buy the older products from e.l.f. and this new primer infused before the Putty blushes came out was my favorite, and I had all the colors that they had, and I think it's very, very affordable, $6 maybe a piece, so you could try out many colors and you're not breaking the bank. So that was 7. Is going to be ColourPop blushes, and I actually have one of each, a pressed blush and then a Super Shock blush. These 2 are my favorites in my collection, but I have quite a few. And so let's start with the Super Shock. So this is in Cruel Intentions, and these are the kind that feel kind of like a wet to powder, if you will. So here's that color in the pan, and then I will show you a swatch of it as well. And this one is very pigmented, but it blends out really nicely. So it's gonna be this one here. And then let me show you the powder. This one's my very favorite, but this one's come out since that one. I've had that one for a little while, but it's still in really good shape. I'm very careful with my ColourPop, the Super Shock formulas, because they will dry out if you are not careful. And then, so here is the other, and this is just a little bit more buildable. This is in Secret Crush, and it was a part of that Christmas collection that came out with the Boudoir Noir and the Menage a Moi or whatever. So this is in Secret Crush, and I think I have one Love Story maybe, and that's even very pretty as well. But this is just a really nice, like peachy pink. It's light, But I really like the pressed powders as well. They work very well with a brush on your skin. But that was a few affordable, minus the Lorac, of course, but this is gonna be a high end, and this is just, I know at first when I bought this, it was the packaging, and so I'll show it to you. It's a Jouer, and they are the blush duos, and this is the blush duo in Coquette. And the colors are just so perfect, and I've used this quite a bit. So for them to still look that good, it's good quality. Jouer is a really, I think, put some lotion on, and so some of these aren't sticking to my arm as well. First time swatch queen over here, but yeah, here we go. So here are those two right there. And so I think they're named too. So the darker is Seduce Me, and then the lighter is Tease Me. And this is just something that like I want to have forever. It's so pretty. When I use it on my skin, I feel like my skin looks so pretty. And so it's just one of those girly makeup products that, I don't know, it's totally got me. I recommend them. They're very highly recommended here on YouTube. So I'm sure you've heard about them before, but that is very much a favorite. So now we are on to number 5. And number 5, and this from here on out, it gets kind of hard. I know number 1, number 2 are a toss up, and then these next 5. So the first 5 I like, love. These I love. So these are the Wanderlust Primer Infused blushes from Buxom, and I have 2 shades. I have a Dolly, and then I have Seychelles, and so they both please me for different reasons. The Dolly shade's very nice rosy mauve, and then the Seychelles is very much your nude bronze. And I don't know, for a blush, this did not seem like a blush to me. I thought it was going to be a dark highlight. It's perfect. It literally just, and I'm swatching way up my arm, but this is Dolly, and then this is going to be Seychelles. And they are just so pretty, and they're so easy to use. Probably one of the easiest blushes I've ever used. What I'm wearing on my face, I haven't actually talked about yet, and I think I tried to reapply a little bit because this is after work, so it's after like my eye makeup still looks okay, but you know. So I kind of had touched up, and those blushes, I was looking at that thinking, oh, I didn't do a great job on this side, but those blushes are ones I've yet to ever mess up, ever. So kind of a blush that's awesome, but also easy to use, is checking all the boxes for me. Number 4, this is an affordable brand, and it's the Essence, the blush. And I have every shade, but this is just 2 that I grabbed out in Believing and Befitting. And these are gorgeous, like $3 at Ulta. And I bought backups because I was afraid that I would drop one, break it, and this would be something. One thing about Essence is it being there is hit or miss, but look at this. And I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to show you this very well. Oh yeah, that's okay. So that's Befitting and that's Beloving. And they're just like so pretty. And like I said, $3. And they go on like a high-end blush. Like you would not be able to tell it wasn't a high-end blush. Number 3 is the Bare Minerals Gen Nude line. And I have a sample. This is in Call My Blush. And I don't need to own everything. This is one that never really hit me, and wasn't on my radar until I got it in the sample pack. And then I wasn't putting it down. I was using it over everything else that I owned. So I was like, it's pretty good. And so it's right there. I'm not doing a great job there, but there is the swatch of it. And it's just, I don't know what this formula, the difference is, but I like Bare Minerals powders in general. So take that with what you will, but this is like the prettiest blush that I have from them. And so I keep using it. That sample will be gone. Now the next 2, it's so hard. It was so hard. I'm gonna do it in the order that I have it, but it's really hard because I finally got my grubby little hands on this set, and I'm just gonna tell you what it is. It's Ofra, the collaboration with Samantha March in Chick Lit. It's the blush duo. This was the product. I like bronzer and I like highlighter, but I knew that this blush was gonna be my thing, and it really is. And so you get 2 colors in here, as well as you can mix them to make a third. I just think that's very cool. Not a lot of places do have such products that kind of do so many things like that. So you can have a matte, a shimmer, or like a mixed blush. And the shade's so pretty. It's a rosy mauve. It looks good on everyone. Everybody bought this to support her because she's one of those girls on YouTube that just rocks. But Yeah, I love this. Like, I'm not that person. I don't love my makeup. I love my makeup, but this I love just because of the story behind it. She's a girl boss, how hard she's worked to get this collaboration. I love seeing collaborations with people like that. And so this could be 20 years old and I wouldn't get rid of it, but it is not. It's brand new from last year and I'm so happy to have it. It was my favorite part of the collection, but it wasn't because the other parts weren't good. It's just that out of all the things, I love the blush. So that Ofra collab, I'm sure you have it, but if you're interested, if you're in the market, Ofra face products are amazing. They're bronzers, they have some kind of bronzer blusher thing happening now. I don't have any of that, but this is really pretty, and a lot of the products you can find someone with a code and get a discount. So there's like a 20% off right off the bat, and they're not too bad at $20 or $29. I'm not quite sure actually. 30 might be 30. Anyway, but they are worth checking out because it's a big old, big old container, big old blush here, and it's weighted and it's just nice, and it's worth the money. Not everything is worth the money, and that is worth the money. But my favorite thing, and this is something I bought myself last year, and it's my favorite. It became my favorite. It was super hyped up on here. And then I started buying a lot of stuff from this brand, and it's the Lawless Make My Blush in Vintage Love. I could lose, not all, but the bottom 3 through 10. I would be okay. I would need a backup or a new one of this one and the Samantha March blush. But this is like, I can't stop wearing this blush. And it's what I have on my cheeks today. Like I said, this stinks because I overdid it a little. But I just and didn't realize because I wanted to get on here and film before I had to do all the other mom things. But this blush is so pretty. I think I said Vintage Love. This is the one you need. It's pricey, little guy. I want to say it's like $26 on Sephora. You can get it on sale. They have sales, so put it in your wish list. Check out the other colors. Maybe something else speaks to you, but this blush, I literally don't need any other. This is so good. So that is my top 10 blushes that I already own. Of course, this collection will grow, and maybe at some point I will do like a little collection video. But when I was going through my drawer, those were popping out at me if I hadn't used them for a while. And if I was like, I really want to speak on these just in case you missed them and you're in the market, these are the ones that you should check out. So I'm going to make this one short and sweet. I'll see you in another video very soon. Comment down below if you have a blush that I didn't talk about that you think I need to check out. And if you could like this video, and if you're not subscribed and you consider it, I'd really appreciate it. I'm growing a little thing here. It's so far has been so good and so positive. It's been all I've ever wanted, and I'm mad at myself for not doing it sooner. And like I said, nothing super new here, but I also think it's really important to talk about your tried and true products as well. So thank you so much. I'll see you guys in the video very soon. Take care.